Hi guys, welcome to the Citizen channel. I hope you're all staying safe and well. Please, if you are new to this channel, please push that subscribe button. We do everything City, past and present here on these little vlogs, so I do try and inform and entertain, and there's some links on screen as well for Facebook and Twitter where I do post loads of city stuff. So if you follow a friend me on there, I do check every few days and follow and friend everyone back. And if you do get a chance, please have a check out my film and TV channel as well, which I try and inform and entertain on there, and all the latest films and TV drama here in the UK and from around the world. So if you can check that out, that will be fantastic. Anyway, hope you enjoy today's feature. Right, welcome to the latest One City show, where we have a look at City and the City fans in the media, etc., etc. Episode 21, there you go. So this is due to come out on the 22nd of September 21, so a day after a Carabao Cup game against Wycombe, which I've not been to yet, so you'll know the score. You'll know what happened in that anyway by the time you're watching this, right? So we're going to have a look at various things. Just a little bit of a plug for other things at the moment, including stuff I'm on. Bolt from the Blue, yeah, if you ever listen to that podcast, if you don't, why not? A superb podcast with Mike Long, of course, who's based in South Korea, but I will be appearing on that. Hopefully, fingers crossed, on a regular basis. So if you can tune into Bolt from the Blue and catch everything City on there, of course, some great stuff on there. Could catch me, Mike, and the guys on there. That'd be fantastic. Also, yeah, I've been appearing on another little show for a guy. Obviously, timings are not sort of mixed with other people as well. But Dugout Daily, it's called. So it's a Twitter account of Chibs at MCFC Hibs. So give him a follow and go onto his site. He needs a few more subscribers. He's not got massive subscribers, but he does City. He's a City fan, obviously. He does City things, and I've appeared on a couple of his shows so far. And he also does football stuff. So please give him your support, Dugout Daily. Keep your eyes out for that. It's on YouTube. But if you get onto at MCFC Hibs, all capital letters, you can follow the links on there. So that's brilliant. That's worth a look. And also do stuff for Manchester local TV. Yeah, I do little previews and stuff for games, but they are still trying to get a podcast kicked off for City fans, but they can't. We seem to have 3 or 4 of us. They like to get 4 on. We can never get all 4 together. So if you want any details of that, give us a shout. But they also do a box to box podcast, which goes out on local TV in Newcastle and Bristol and various places. So you can find that on Facebook or if you Google box to box podcast. Local TV. I mean, obviously that's more football orientated, but obviously I've been on that as well. So give that a look as well if you can. As I said, if you're interested in doing the City one, I want to air your views to City things, please get in touch. I can pass your name on to the guy who actually does it at Manchester local TV. So give us a shout on that as well if you want any further information. But don't forget the box to box. I think it's a Tuesday evening, 8 p.m. They put these box to box podcasts out. We talk about England and football in general, etc. Whatever's in the news that current week. Right, on to, now that plug's finished, on to the normal City images and pictures that have been knocking around the internet. I mean, City put some good stuff out. I mean, there's some I don't know who to credit or who the artist is, but there's a superb image of Bernardo there celebrating, of course, his goal at Leicester City in the recent match. But yeah, they do put some great stuff out. We'll talk about Ferner in a minute, who also does some good stuff as well on Twitter with images, etc. But that was a great one. Of course, after the passing of Jimmy Greaves, who I did see in the flesh, obviously I was very young, so I don't really remember. Of course, he scored the first goal in that famous ballet on ice that I was at. Ace, but it was Ace, wasn't it? Ballet on ice. I was there at Main Road that day for a 4-1. Of course, he scored Spurs' opening goal that poked the bear that we went on to win it 4-1. Of course, but yeah, after that image is great, isn't it? Up there that they caught with the bubbles, obviously, at the West Ham game. I think it was against United, wasn't it? But that's a fantastic image. I mean, I know it's not City Link, but I just thought it was such quality. I had to show that. If you'd missed it, I'm sure many of you saw that. After the pep and crowd rumpus, of course, there's always, as is the way with City fans, we always poke a little bit of fun. And at Dalai Palmer, Manchester, he's certainly asking the question of who put this graphic together. He retweeted it, but I'm sure it's a great one. It's a classic Delia pick, of course. If you obviously older City fans might remember that, and a bit of an upgrade with Pep. I thought it was very, very funny. Nothing self deprecation or whatever it's called. There's nothing like it, is it? And of course, on Pep at Murd73, MURD73, you had obviously. Pep the badge, yeah, I thought that was quite a good image as well. I did like that. And it's nice to see Sharon Latham, of course, the City photographer. Obviously, from many, how many years ago she was a regular? Probably 4, 5, 6 years. Oh, I lose track now. But that snapper shout, yeah, taking one with a picture of her grandsons at his first ever City game. He'll remember that. I mean, I have to say, if you're like me, I don't remember. I remember the sort of what season it was, but I don't remember a specific game. And I don't know if my lad does, to be honest. When I took him and the girls that went as well, I never really made a note of it. I should have done it at the time, but I didn't. We have an idea, but not particularly. So it's nice to know, and there it is for Sharon to know that it was obviously that particular one, that particular game. Becky at Izzard Becky, what a beautiful picture. I mean, no other word for that. A selfie with her girl at the match. I thought it was just a lovely picture. I just thought that's a wonderful image. That's definitely one of my favourites over the past few episodes of the One City show. So the lovely Becky at Izzard Becky. I just did like that photo. I thought I'd share that with you. I hope you like it too. And also another one. Talk about cute. A great image there of Nathan Mush shared this one on Facebook on the Man City banter page, if you go to that or follow that, and that of course is as well as that Becky one. That's another one of my faves. This one, excellent. I do like these cute little ones, and those tops are great. As the City kit, I think the City kits are great. Or obviously a lot of people don't like the third one, but there's certainly nothing wrong with the first and second kit. Owain Roderick, yeah, he does a lot of stuff. He asks a lot of questions. I think he's got a book coming out and stuff like that. At Owain Roderick 1, he posted this beautiful picture. I don't think it was his. He just found it and reposted it. A pennant from obviously 1968. I mean, has anyone out there actually got one of these? That is absolutely brilliant. I really did like that one. But let me know if anyone say it. I'd imagine if that one went on an internet site, you'd get quite a few quid. But there you go. And on the subject of 68, my apologies because I forgot who posted this, but yeah, it was the league results of the penultimate weekend, if you like, before we went to Newcastle the following week to win the league. But obviously it's the game before the last, isn't it, of our glorious 67-68 title winning season. And it's just nice to have that this league result page taken from the papers, which were all familiar to guys like me who used to get the papers in those days. Annie Mank, yeah, at Mank Annie, doesn't have the worst of views at work, does she? That was a view she posted. I can think of worse ones. I can think of worse views, and it's certainly better than the view I get if I'm in my office here or when I'm working, obviously, in the supermarket. It's certainly better than my views I get when I look out the window, that's for sure. But that's from Annie Mank, at Mank Annie, a great image there. And whilst checking through stuff, as I always do for my vlogs, research, etc., I found this great image, and I'll just share. If I stumble across anything that's been out there that I've want to share, I usually put it on Twitter, but that was a great image of the corner of the Kipax and North stand. Some people thought it was your opposite corner, but obviously the tunnels in the main stand give it away that is actually the main stand, not the Kipax being built. So yeah, that was obviously from construction. That was the first part of the stadium in 1923. Obviously, the main stand had a roof. Nothing else did, just that part of the main stand. But looks a bit grotty, looks a bit dirty, doesn't it? I'm sure they had a paint job before we opened it. But hey, that's typical Manchester day, typical Manchester weather, typical Manchester picture, wasn't it? That a great picture. And I think most people have seen this image of one of my favourites, of course, of Bernardo's goal against Leicester. I just thought that's one of the iconic images so far this season of the City players. There's a couple missing from there. Let me know who they are, who's missing from the picture. One of them's obvious, another one's not so much, but there you go. I have set that in a little September little quiz thing, so if you get on with that instead of when on the 1st of 2nd October when the September quiz comes out, have a look out for that one. And this is gone now, but I wish I'd had space for it. Yeah, that image, of course, famous image from Blackburn Rovers with the crutch and all in the front row, but apparently it was in FA HQ, but some guy wanted to they were getting rid of it, they're throwing it out. We didn't want it to end in a skip. And I think someone actually went along, and it wouldn't have fit in my car, that's for sure. But someone went along and picked it up. But that's a great image. It would have been a shame for it to end up in a skip. But I believe someone got it. If you know who's got it, give us a shout, and if you can get us an image of it where they put it, please give us a shout. Find out who's got it and where it's gone. I'd love to see that. Right, on to the MCFC City site. Yeah, nothing overly exciting. The match of the season is good. You know me and my history stuff. There's a great article just been posted, actually, as I'm recording this the day before, on the 26th of November 1977. A look back at the 6-2 win over Chelsea, obviously with the game with Chelsea coming up. So that's a great article. So have a read of that. Some great images as well as the match of the season. They don't do that as often, that match of the season. So keep your eye out for that. From the match day programmes, Leipzig, of course, highlights of those for me who watch my match day programme watches. I go through each programme. But, of course, brilliant Gary James in that Leipzig one talks about own goals. And obviously we did get another own goal on the night, didn't we? But that's great. So catch up with that if you can. And of course, more on this later on. The official supporters club page was dedicated to Eddie Sparrow, but I'll have a chat on that later and reiterate the charity event that it's got coming up for that, which we've been talking about for the last couple of episodes. So we'll have a look at that. And the programme versus Southampton. Yeah, again, Gary James reflects on the history, moving grounds, and people's attitude, and what constitutes history. And a lot of the young lads now at the Etihad would never remember Main Road and stuff like this. So that's a great little piece again with Gary James. I say it's worth the £3.25 if you subscribe to it for the City programme, just for Gary James's efforts in there. Absolutely superb. And I've stuck the subscription details on the screen there for the programme. So there are some delivery problems at the moment, but I think that's maybe a general post thing as well. I think there are a lot of people having trouble with Royal Mail at the moment, but you can get your subscription from those people for the City Home programme. Right, Blues in Business. Yeah, I think we got a new one or two today. Yeah, this is all our supporting your local businesses who obviously after COVID have got to try and recover. Obviously, usually a City link with them. You know, there might be a City owner, there might be a City family firm, it might be a staff. You know, there's always some usual link. So Blues in Business, of course. So give them a follow on Twitter and find out more about that and what you can do. And they gave out a shout out. I don't think we've done these. We have done locksmiths before. I wasn't sure if we've done this one, so I'll just redo it and you get the benefit if I've done it before. But Arc Locksmiths in Burnage at Topsox at TOPSOX. So obviously give them your support. The City links there. So as a small firm, a small shop, give them your support. An Amazing Scents. Yeah, these can be found through Facebook, or you can contact Michelle Charnock Temple, there's a name for you, for including how to get hold of a catalogue for those amazing scents. So if you like your smelly stuff, which a lot of people do, give them, I'll say again, there are links to City, so give them a follow and give them your support if you can. Of course, any links, just direct message me or anything. If you can't find out these things, anything on this vlog, please just let me know and I'll sort it out. And of course, the new one, isn't it? Is it up there somewhere? Yeah, the new King of the Kipax is out now. Issue 280, yeah, October 2021. I'm about 3/4 of the way through reading it, but the usual quality stuff in there. So as I say, it's only now through subscription, so you can't get it around the ground anymore. So please don't forget that. I mean, if you don't get it, please tell your friends, get subscribing to that. It's a wonderful hard copy, and it's just one of the only last ones left, isn't it? So it's nice to have. And some charity and community mentions. Of course, I'll always mention this one. Of course, Feed Manchester at @feed_Manchester Clothes, and feeds people living on the streets of Manchester. They always need donations and volunteers, and get in touch with this brilliant organisation if you can. That's at @feed_Manchester. Please give them your support. And City in the Community, yeah, in the last programme, they're after clean sports kit. So any clean sports kit as part of the BBC Kit Out the Nation drive, a campaign. Kits and equipment will be donated to schools and charities. So any sports clothes or equipment a young person can use in an activity like balls, bats, rackets, etc., that sort of thing. There's a collection point until the 2nd of October. So I think more, obviously if you're there on a match day before then, but it's at the Grange in Beswick. That's the information I've got, but I'm sure there's information out there. You can get in touch with City in the community if you've got some stuff from them, and they will give you further details on that. But that's worthy. And of course, Eddie Richard Sparrow, as we mentioned before, said that great article on him in the Leipzig programme issue. And of course, he's got this £27 a ticket. I think there's still tickets available. City memorabilia for auction, ex-City players, live music, of course, on 18th of February 2022. A great cause, and please check his Facebook page, Eddie Richard Sparrow, or his Twitter link at Champions14 at 1958 Kipax Blue. So if you want any more information on that organisation or the wonderful work Eddie does, please get in touch for that one. And of course, I will reiterate, there's been a little bit of movement on this. They're doing 10-minute ovations, and the fans are getting lively now. A stand for Stanley, of course, over the obviously in his early days a City player, but Stan Bowles, please get on the page on Facebook. Please sign the petition again. We did really well last month or two getting signatures on there. It only takes a few seconds. Of course, asking QPR owners to create a lasting tribute to Stan Bowles, and it's at the Maverick Team on Twitter or at Stand for Our Stanley on Facebook. So get over there, give them a follow, and if you've not already signed the petition, please do so. And I say that's gaining legs at the moment as I'm recording this. I've just seen a few things on Twitter, and obviously the fans have had chats with the CEO at QPR, etc., etc. So let's get that finished off. Let's get that sorted. And just before we go, obviously, a couple of other things. A City graphics and artwork special, I call it. Shikara SG_designs, of course, is our regular, and he inspires everybody else on this one, I think. And of course, a City fan, and he does other stuff, and all these guys probably do for other teams as well. So don't go on, don't follow them and then get depressed if you see an image of Ronaldo. That's just how it is. Don't worry about it. You just look for the City stuff, which is what I do. So yeah, Shikara. Some great wallpapers there, up to 4 wallpapers. I've already put 2 of them on my phone, but please get onto his at SG_designs_. Give him your support, follow him, and get some great images through his site. He does retweet stuff for other people as well, so you catch a lot of the other stuff on there as well. And a great image, of course, there from him of Pep at his laptop, of course, planning our next tactical masterclass, hopefully for Chelsea, PSG, and Liverpool. As I'm recording this, he's planning how we're gonna get away from those grounds with points, etc. So that's a great one. And another fantastic image of Shikara would dedicated to Nathan Ake's dad at the time. Obviously, a wonderful sentiment we all share. Of course, we do. A wonderful image of the boys there. As I said, it's really nice of Shikara to actually dedicate that to Nathan Ake's dad. That was really nice. Also, with FIFA 22 around the corner, he came up with these little graphics. I'm not into this sort of games, to be honest with you. I mean, the last one I played was Zelda on the GameCube, probably. I don't know. Yeah. Also with FIFA 22, that's great. I just like the graphics anyway. It doesn't matter, does it, if you got FIFA or not? But as I said, please give him a follow. You can get regular all this stuff every day. He works really hard and gets all this stuff out. Right, away from Shikar, and obviously, as I said, he does retweet some of these guys I'm going to mention. Eklavia Chawla at Eklavia Creative is producing some good quality, and she just wants follows and recognition for the work she does, including an early quality rendering of the new City player Keiki or Kariki or however way it's pronounced. I'm not too sure yet. Let's hope he's something special. But there's stuff of him in his original Brazilian team kit as well and stuff like that. So give Aklavia Chawla, my apologies if I pronounced that incorrect, a follow and enjoy her stuff as well. And from Vintage Man City, at Vintage Man City, absolutely stunning image there, I think, of Jack Grealish. Absolutely brilliant. I do like that. And I say, I'd run out of wallpapers, I think, from before. There's so many great images out there. Vanendra.png at Van Valenciac, Valenciacaf. Again, I think we featured recently another brilliant Ferran Torres image there to add to the list, add to the growing amount of graphics on great images for City players. And sticking with Ferran, of course, goated Ferran at City Aguero 10. I think that's a newish one I've not done before. Needs some appreciation, of course, for his efforts. Very, very good, obviously, sticking with Ferran. So I say, give all these guys your support. You know, the sort of start. Most of these guys are starting out. Give them your help. Brandy, I've featured Brandy before. I'm to Brandy at Brandy GPX, a great graphic pre the Southampton game. A shame the game didn't live up to the graphic, really, wasn't it? But of that KDB there, just some stunning images and pages and graphics and animation and whatever we call them, I don't know, artwork, some great artwork. And also for the Grealish debut, Brandy, in the for the Champions League, his debut, put out this brilliant image, absolutely excellent. As I say, you just never got to see these sort of things before the internet. You got to see people's stuff like this live, but you didn't get to see this sort of quantity and quality of stuff. And of course, I did mention Ferner earlier on, didn't I? And he does put out some good tweets, as in he put some great images out there. So at Fernandinho, if you don't follow him, I'm sure you do. Some great images from this Leipzig game was really stunning. I just really impressed. Again, I don't know who to credit as an artist, but he puts out some really good stuff on there. And finally, other stuff we got. I promised I'd give a shout out to Adam Bridge at Adam Bridge 10, and he's in a band, Mercy Kelly. I've had a quick listen. Yeah, sound really good. For me, I say it's not my sort of thing. No, I don't mind the odd bands. You know, I'm obviously back into Oasis in the day and stuff like that. But yeah, at Mercy Kelly _band. Please, you can go on to there, give him a follow, listen to some of his great tracks. Obviously, you can get links to YouTube, etc. And they're playing live in the coming weeks as well. So if you want to find out more about Mercy Kelly and Adam Bridge 10 at Adam Bridge 10, who's the guitarist in the group, give them a follow. I did promise I would do, give them a mention. So there you go. That's how we finished today. Please let me know any thoughts and comments, or if I've missed you today, if I've promised I'd do you a mention, I'm not giving you a mention. I have so much. Sometimes I misplace things, so just give us a shout again, and I'll remind me, and I'll do it if you just DM me or put comments in the links below, and obviously anything like that, and obviously, you know, just get in touch if you want anything mentioned, certainly on the charity side, the community side, that sort of thing. That'd be absolutely brilliant. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's show. Some great stuff, some great images as well. I always like the image side of it, and hopefully some good information. And don't forget those various podcasts and vlogs I've mentioned, etc., etc. Anyway, thanks for watching. Everybody, the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More important, let's all look after each other. Till we meet here again on the Citizen channel, or perhaps have a flick across, please, if you check out my film and TV channel, if you get a chance to try and inform and entertain on there as well. Wherever it is, I only ever ask one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.